Hi, I'm Tanya from Time and Space Solutions, and I help people be more intentional and organized in all areas of their life. When I say this, often people ask me for storage solutions and organizing tips, and I really shy away from that because for me, our external spaces and relationships are actually a projection of what's going on the inside. My approach is to help people look at the root cause of what's creating clutter in their life. That's why today I want to talk about relationships and the different attachment styles that people have and how it can show up in different areas of your life. Let's begin by first looking at the three main attachment styles. The first one is secure, and what that looks like is someone who has really strong, close relationships, good self-esteem. They seek out the support of others, and they're really good with sharing their thoughts and feelings. The second one is anxious, and what that looks like is someone who is kind of really hesitant to get close to others. They actually get quite distressed if a relationship ends and tend to be concerned if someone actually does love them. The last one is avoidant, and that was someone who doesn't really put time and energy into romantic or social relationships. They tend not to share their thoughts and feelings, and they actually shy away from getting close to people as well. The thing to remember, and that's really important, is that these aren't fixed and that they develop from childhood and a lifetime of experiences. So you might be asking yourself, why is this so important when it comes to getting organized? Well, I really believe that if you're aware of your attachment styles and relationships, you actually see the connection of how you connect to the world, others, your belongings, your space, and your time. So for example, if you are an anxious style, and you have lots of belongings, you might be keeping them because you're worried that, oh, what if I need them, even if you haven't used them for many years. So once you've gained this awareness, you can go, oh, I see how that's happening. Then you can shift out of that belief system and habit and let go of those things that no longer serve you. Now it's time to take action. Decluttering and getting organized is the catalyst to get things going. That way you can make room in your life to reconnect with yourself and others. The first step is to do some research and look at a book like Attached to identify what attachment style you tend to be. The second step is to pick one specific area that you want to focus on. That way it doesn't get overwhelming. So for example, you could look at technology and how your attachment style might affect your engagement with it and your time. The third step is to take the time to notice what's coming up throughout the day. Then write it down. Write down your thoughts, your feelings, and maybe any insight that you have that comes through that process. Because remember that awareness is what actually drives change. The last thing, and the one that I always say, remember to get support. That way you can get help to shift those habits that were creating the clutter to begin with. And that can look like a friend, a coach, or a counselor, and even a support group. The cool thing with this whole process is that the more you do it, the more aware you become, you'll just kind of notice that naturally you flow into this way where all that old stuff doesn't really get in the way anymore, and you actually reconnect with yourself and others. I'm Tanya from Time and Space Solutions. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.